Us. Oh, I'm black. Oh, black people. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Kill that shit. Either you got a good business or you don't. All that shit, don't nobody want to hear that shit. That's a hustle. Support me because I got a black business. Is your restaurant clean? Is the food good? Do you got consistent cooks? Is the material of your shit good? Stop doing that. Oh, you support the...
Wallo's statement about the conditions of black businesses is a further example of why black people have to stop supporting celebrities just because of their popularity. Wallo's statement shows he is ignorant about the state of black people here in America and about our access to capital that hinders black businesses from being on the same plateau as white people.
With black-owned firms receiving only 1.54% of the $637 billion allocated for small business-eligible federal contracting.
Wallo failed to understand that there is a financial hurdle that black people have yet to be able to climb because we do not own any of the banking institutions that has the capital, and that when black businesses borrow money, they borrow money mostly at disfavorable rates compared to their white competitors. Wallo is a perfect example of why black people have to stop empowering celebrities. Just because a person is famous and make his money off of fame does not mean he is knowledgeable about life and about business. Approximately 4% of small business owners are African Americans, even though African Americans make up approximately 13% of population. To build wealth in African American community, we must invest in the success of African American businesses and entrepreneurs. So when I say the grind requires a lot of investment in yourself, reinvestment in yourself, this is what I mean. Meaning, most black businesses start off underfunded, set up to fail from inception. Partially funding black-owned businesses is how white-owned banks use the American dream of entrepreneurship to steal wealth from black communities. Most startup businesses are initially secured with home equity as collateral. A bank partially funding a business instantly compromises the viability of the very business the bank has just entrusted its money to. See, if a black entrepreneur requests a loan for $20,000, $13,305 for inventory, $2,600 for shipping, $4,095 for marketing, if approved and financed 40%, that's $8,000. The undercapitalization of black entrepreneurs purposely done to create easily foreseeable disadvantages for blacks. 3 immediately. At 8 pallets, box trucks carry 1/3 the inventory of a semi-truck. This increased the shipping cost by 61% overall. The reduction in purchasing power adds an additional 10% to acquire inventory. The disadvantages continue to mount for a black entrepreneur once the product is brought back to his or her community. Historically, we are charged higher interest rates at a conservative 8% interest, a 12-month loan, it would cost $695.91 monthly to service the $8,000 loan. That's 31.9% of the Black entrepreneur profit if he or she is able to sell the entire load within the 30 days versus paying $1,739.77, only 17.3% of profits per load on top of the additional 10% increase in product price. The Black business is paying 27.6% of cost to transport the product per box truck versus 19.5% per semi. In all, this accounts for a 33% loss per load.
Yeah. Fuck about what color you is. I'm gonna spend my money. That paper, I'm gonna spend them millions where the fuck I wanna spend it at. Whether it's Porsche, Ferrari, Lamborghini, I'm gonna do what the fuck I wanna do while I'm here. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, I ain't gonna be finessed off some black shit. But one thing about it.
Wallo mentioning his desire to purchase Ferrari at the same statement that he is disparaging black businesses' customer service when Ferrari is known for its bad customer service. Jay Leno, one of the world's most known car collectors, doesn't own a Ferrari in his collection. It's because he do not want to deal with the horrible Ferrari service. This shows you that Wallo holds black businesses at a standard that he does not hold other nationality businesses to.
Why?
You know, I like Ferraris. They're excellent cars. I just drove the FF90. I just never like dealing with the dealers. I don't want to give a guy 25 grand in an envelope. You know, yeah, I don't want to have to buy two Mondials. You know something? The smart thing about McLaren is the dealer service. I bought my McLaren. I paid exactly the sticker. Buying it was a terrific process. I had the car 6 or 7 months, my MP412C. And they called me one day and they said, oh, there's an upgrade from 592 horsepower, I think it is, to 617. You want the upgrade? I said, well, how much is it? And they said, it's free. Just come on in.
Wow.
Oh, okay. I brought it in. And like when I bought it, I said, I want to order the carbon fiber brakes. And the sales guy said, do you track the car? I go, no, I'm mostly street. He goes, don't get the carbon fiber. Save 20 grand. You don't need it. I said, you sure? He goes, guarantee it. In fact, he said the steel brakes are better on the street because they work right away. You don't have to get them hot, blah, blah. And fine, it saved me $20,000. When I bought my Porsche Carrera GT, Porsche brought it here in a flatbed. They sent 2 mechanics to show me, here's how you jack it up. Here are the jacking points. Here you put these blocks in. Here you go. Here's how you do this. You know, they sent me a jacket. Here's a book on the car. Here's a pen and pencil set. You know, until the car showed up, I felt like a customer. So I just never.
You didn't want the honor of having to own a Ferrari.
Yeah, you know, it's like rich guys that go to dominatrix. Oh, she kicked the crap out of me. It was fantastic. It was great. I mean, some guys like that. You know, I
Understand, Jay Leno does not just disparage Ferrari services. He also shows a counter of other quality cars and how they provide better services, and him deciding that he is not going to take his dollar and support poor services. He is not buying a Ferrari. However, Wallo, who is ignorant to this and is just want to buy brand names because he is more loyal to brand names than he is to the race of his people, ignores these factors when he mentioned his desire to purchase Ferrari.
you know, you're spending a tremendous amount of money. You should be made to feel like a customer. I don't want to be told, well, you must buy 2 Mondial before you can buy this here. You have to buy 2 crappy cars before you, yes. Well, you know, can I just buy the car, you know? And then the idea that I have it for 2 years, Then I take it back to get a certificate to prove that it's actually a Ferrari. That's 25. I just get tired of that. Yeah.
70% of you motherfuckers is not going to make it. I'm not no motherfucking fake ass motivational speaker that talk this dumb shit. I'm the #1 nigga in the country. You know why? Y'all seen me come out of the penitentiary. I make millions and I make millionaires, baby. You understand me? I come from the ghetto. Us. Oh, I'm.
As a black providing a service to my community, I must acknowledge our part in keeping
what type of line
one
you use, my
another
brother?
down.
You don't wash your clothes? What kind of line turn you use? You see, this is what I be talking about, how black people hate to shop with black people. What type of line detergent you use? I sell that type of line detergent. Yeah, I talk about black people like that because that's what I'm doing because I'm building the business.
You don't want to disclose that.
Right, I understand that, my brother.
He told you not.
Bro, I'm talking, bro. I can keep talking, bro. Listen, I can keep talking, my brother. But I can keep talking. I can keep talking. Fuck wrong with you? This is what I mean about ignorant ass, old ass house niggas. I'm discussing. I shop at house niggas. Shut up. I'm talking. House nigga, I'm talking. God damn. Trying to talk to black people about saving money and shopping and supporting black businesses. This house nigga is angry about that type of conversation. So, yeah, because I'm doing the podcast. I discuss economics and our position. You poor. You in here to check cash in place like the rest of us. I'm offering people opportunity to save money, and you talking crazy to me for no fucking reason.
Our refusal to support one another is the very reason we are unable to build wealth in our community, and why the next generation will inherit the same legacy of poverty and even greater than previous generations. African American wealth may fall to zero by 2053. Let me explain why Wallo's statement shows that Wallo is not qualified for his job as a motivational speaker. First of all, because a true motivational speaker would first address you based off your conditions and would motivate you to take advantage of the resources that you have available and to develop those resources in order to build yourself up. Wouldn't that be motivation? So black people who face hiring discriminations against Fortune 500 companies, who face racial discrimination as far as being accused of theft and mistreatment, and most of these big block Fortune 500 stores, which you see continuously on the internet, right? That we should just accept that because white people has racially discriminated on us, giving themselves an advantage economically, and we should reward them for that advantage that they have achieved through discriminating against us and in the past and continuously. This is what Wallo is suggesting. Wallo is suggesting we continue to reward the people who benefit from our discrimination.